This is the first time that we've been attacked on our soil. First time, and by far, the worst results. And I fear, as Donald Rumsfeld, the Secretary of Defense, said yesterday, that this is only the beginning, and with biological warfare available to these monsters, the Husseins, the Bin Ladens, the Arafats, what we saw on Tuesday, as terrible as it is, could be minuscule if in fact God continues to lift the curtain and allow the enemies of America to give us probably what we deserve.
Well, Jerry, that's my feeling. I think we've just seen the antechamber to terror. We haven't even begun to see what they can do to the major population.
The attacks of September 11th have generated a lot of crazy theories over the years, but the strangest to me are the ones that claim that the tragedy was predicted in various music albums. These range from interpreting the lyrics a certain way to the album art alluding to the attacks, and in one blatant case, a cover depicting the Twin Towers blowing up. And so on today's episode of Strange and Unusual Tales, we'll be looking at 11 albums that supposedly predicted 9/11. With all that, let's begin with Slayer's God Hates Us All. So as far as I can tell, this theory was first mentioned on the Howard Stern radio program on November 14th, 2003. An associate producer for the show, Casey Armstrong, told Howard his theory that Slayer's 9th album, God Hates Us All, predicted 9/11. On the air, he explained how the album is about religion is destroying the world, and on the song God Sent Death, you can hear the sounds of a jet and a woman screaming. He claimed this was Flight 175, which was one of the flights that crashed during 9/11. Next, we have System of a Down with their second album, Toxicity, originally released on September 4th, 2001. Now, it's hard to pinpoint where this theory came from, but I found a 2009 post on the website Fluther. The user Darbio16 poses the question, did this album predict 9/11, and then lists 5 pieces of evidence, starting with the record label featuring an upside-down American flag. Other evidence included the fact that the album was released a week before the attacks. The lyrics to the song Jet Pilot are reminiscent of 9/11. The song ATWA is based on the terrorist Ali Atwa, who tried to hijack a plane. And lastly, 3 of the songs on the album refer to air travel. In 1997, Michael Jackson released a remix album titled Blood on the Dance Floor. And while it was seen as a commercial disappointment at the time, it was only after the attacks that people saw the cover as a prediction of 9/11. So if we look at the cover, Michael is dancing in front of a generic cityscape with one of the buildings bearing a resemblance to the Twin Towers. Now, if you look at his arms as if they're an analog clock, he is pointing to 9 and 11. Others believe he is pointing to the time of the first attack. Either way, his pose is seen as a warning of the attacks. And this seems pretty far-fetched in my opinion. However, what is fascinating is that years later, his brother Jermaine claims that Michael was supposed to be in the World Trade Center the morning of the attacks. He missed his meeting because he had stayed up too late the night before and overslept. But all right, moving on to the third live album by the progressive metal band Dream Theater, we have Live Scenes from New York. And this was originally released, and I kid you not, on September 11th, 2001. The cover art depicts an apple wrapped in barbed wire and the New York City skyline in flames. Supposedly, this was in reference to the band's 1992 album. The next day, on September 12th, the drummer wrote a statement on the band's website. He wanted to make it explicitly clear that it was all an unfortunate coincidence. He also added that they were in talks with their record label about replacing the cover art, which they eventually did in October of that year.
Two DPD officers working security inside that parlor apparently dismissed his disability claim, and when Lane called 911, this was the recorded response from 2 other officers.
What you guys caught making 911 calls about? Somebody calling 911 they themselves to death.
You guys made a guy himself?
Yeah.
I had to endure urine and bowel leakage while inside the restaurant.
Check it out. Mr. Lane had surgery on his lower extremities after he was wounded in Afghanistan and Kuwait. He was an Army sergeant. Mr. Lane was wounded in combat, so he carries his paperwork around just in case he run into jerks like that.
You guys made a guy himself? Yeah.
Yeah.
He got